Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to another video. And today I want to talk about personal branding when it comes to being an appointment setter or a high ticket closer. We'll go over why you should even be personal branding in the first place as an appointment setter. If you're just a high ticket closer, you're probably wondering, isn't that what business owners do? And I'm going to say no. It's not limited to any one profession. So I'm going to go over that, why you should do it, the ROI of doing it, and in a nutshell, how to start with personal branding, because I know a lot of people overthink it, including me in the beginning. So let's get into it. My name is Matt Jacob. I've done around 2 years as an appointment setter, did some closing here and there, did several six figures worth of appointments set for different offers. Now I just run a coaching program called The Oracle, where I pretty much help people do the same. All right. So if you're interested in that, if you're interested in working with me, link in the description. Other resources are in the description too. Let me just start with this. If you are watching this video and you've watched my past videos, you came here because of my personal brand. Let's face it. Okay. So that in it of itself should already be a first reason why personal branding is super important. This is an asset to my personal brand. The fact that I thought of making this video and actually doing it is part of my personal brand. I mean, also with the 400 something other videos that I made, those are all a part of my catalog of my personal brand. If I went those days deciding to not make content instead of saying yes and pulling the trigger and actually making content, then I wouldn't have a personal brand. If I didn't have my personal brand, you probably wouldn't know about me and you probably wouldn't be getting value out of me in the first place. When I was a setter, the people that hired me, or one of the offers that hired me, which is very good, they wouldn't have come across my content in the first place, leading to me not being part of their offer and leading to me not having the success in appointment setting and making commission, getting on a good offer and making good commission on that offer, all right? So when you're a setter, one of the easiest ways to stick out and one of the easiest ways to actually get a better gig than most people, because I know a lot of you struggle with that, is through personal branding. It's our digital social resume now, especially in 2024, moving into 2025, where the space has blown up quite a lot. It used to just be an underground space. It used to be kind of unheard of. It used to be like a secret industry back in 2020, 2021, 2022. 2023 was when it started to blow up, and then 2024, I feel like it's at its peak right now. Almost everyone here has heard of appointment setting. Almost everyone's trying to be a high ticket closer, trying to be an appointment setter. So what do we need to do to combat that? Well, we need to stick out. We need to stick out like a sore thumb. You gotta think of it and you gotta take it seriously. It's not just an Instagram profile. It's not just a LinkedIn profile, guys. You gotta just kind of how people take their resume, how people take their CV very seriously. You gotta take your personal brand and your social media very seriously too, whether you like it or not, whether you're the type of person who doesn't want to be seen on camera and show their face. I'm afraid, guys, like I said, we're moving into 2025. Everyone and their grandma is trying to get the same things as you. So you need to just take it very seriously and you need to stick out like a sore thumb. You need to make sure that your profile is optimized. You need to make sure that you have posts of yourself on your feed, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, whichever. Even with Twitter, I suggest some of you guys start with that just because I know you may not want to post. You're not comfortable with it. So just start with Twitter. You can just start with writing your own tweets. You can just start with retweeting other people's tweets. Essentially, I want you to get out of that comfort zone and then start putting photos of yourself. Show that you're a real person, because one of the first things of personal brand is trust. I'm not asking you to be an influencer. I'm not asking you to be like me and do what I do. All I'm asking you to do is set up your digital resume accordingly so that you get hired more often. So profile optimized, what does that mean? Clean profile picture, clean username. You have a bio, tells a little bit about yourself. You have a decent amount of followers. I'm not asking you to be an influencer, but make sure you have like a couple hundred followers, just get to that as fast as possible. Do what you need to do. And then when it comes to content, like I said, just have like 1 to 3 to 6. I recommend 6 to 9, just so you have a full grid on your IG of photos of yourself or content. Right? Again, we want people to know that you're a real person and you are competent, not just some robot. So make sure you have that, you get that, you knock that out as soon as possible. Maybe even get a friend and go out on a weekend, just take different photos of yourself in different spots, and then boom, just do that over the weekend and it's done. So go ahead and do that. If you want like an example, use my profile as an example. I'll even put an old video up here where I talked about the same thing, about personal branding, except that had examples in it. But yeah, guys, it's very, very simple. In terms of Twitter, again, just model off of people. I've already given examples in the video that I linked. But it's very simple. It's the same thing. Model off of people in your industry. Just make yourself unique. Like if you have something that makes you unique, maybe it's your humor, maybe it's the type of post that you do, maybe it's the format of posts that you do, maybe it's the way that you talk, then leverage that, okay? And then in terms of LinkedIn, I really don't know. That's a bit more professional. I only say I don't know because I haven't posted on LinkedIn in like 4 years. So if you know anyone who helps with LinkedIn, then message them. And in terms of YouTube, because I know some of you guys want to start on YouTube, very, very simple. Just start. That's the first thing I'm going to say, is literally just start, because I could yap about all the technical stuff here like I have been for the past 7 minutes. But the most important thing and the hardest part about all of this, not just YouTube, but the hardest part about all of this is starting. So when it comes to YouTube or any posting on social media, you need to get over the fear of perfection. You need to think of putting imperfect action over perfect inaction, because like one of my mentors say, the path illuminates as you walk along it. See, when I started on YouTube, look at my old videos. Sort my videos, go on my channel right now, or after this video, sort it from oldest to newest, and then compare the first few videos to the video I'm doing right now. Me trying to film this type of video back then would have taken me an hour and a half. An hour and a half of yapping, of stuttering, of making mistakes, of deleting, of retaking, of editing. That would have taken me an hour and a half. Now, I can literally do this video and it'll take me 30 minutes, around 30 minutes, if not less, to get it out there, all right? So nothing happens overnight. I didn't get good at YouTube and personal branding overnight. Also, actually, I'll get onto the last point, but yeah, that's just my point. Is you need to start. You need to put yourself out there. You need to stick out like a sore thumb, and you need to make yourself a type of person that people would want to hire. One question that might help is ask yourself this: if I was a business owner and I was hiring setters or closers, I would ask myself, is my profile attractive enough for them to want to hire me and give me a chance? If not, then you need to make fixes. But if the answer to that is yes, then know that you did something right. Okay, so just think in the perspective, think in the shoes of the business owner. Would I want to hire myself? Would I look at my profile, and if they sent me a message, for example, if I sent me a message, would I respond back to them? Would I give that kid a chance? Okay, and it's a very yes or no. Now, the last point I'm going to say, I'm going to give you guys just some ideas on what to post. There are 3, maybe 4 types of posts that are good to start off with. This goes with YouTube, this Instagram, with Twitter, with anything, right? Number 1 is value. So a value post is when you give value. It's very simple. So for example, you could be giving a tip with appointment setting, anything about appointment setting, such as mindset, hiring, or getting a position, or like a messaging technique or a follow-up technique, anything that is of value that might help the audience. So number 1 is value. Number 2 is story. So telling a story about yourself, whether it is related to appointment setting, to high ticket closing or not. This just helps people get closer to you, build more rapport with you, and build more familiarity with you. Someone else could be spitting the exact same content as you, but if they can't relate to you or you relate with them more, they're gonna choose you. This goes the exact same way as people if they're deciding who to hire. Like if they like you more compared to the other person, it doesn't matter if the other person is more competent. Like they're literally gonna go with you more if you're not that far off in experience or skill set, but if they like you more and they get along with you more. That's literally how it goes, guys. So if you come across as more likable, more trustworthy, one of the best ways to do that is with story. Then you might have the edge over people who have more experience but aren't as likable, okay? Number 2 is story. And number 3 is behind the scenes / anything else that doesn't fit into value or story. So this could be like documenting your journey. So you could do like a 90-day challenge where you're documenting everything. This could be like day 13. I did this, and this. I applied to 20 different companies today. I followed up with 4 different people. Didn't get the result that I wanted. Not everyone replied, but we keep moving forward, okay? And then people can go along and follow that journey with you. And as you keep posting and you're more consistent, more and more people are going to tune in. The last thing I'm going to say is consistency beats intensity. So you're going to beat the person who's posted like 3 times a day, but only for like 5 days straight, and then they stop posting completely. And I know this because I've done this before myself. I used to be both the consistent person and the intense person. I used to be the person that would post a bunch over like a short span of days, and then he'd stop posting. And I've also been the person who's done 30-day YouTube challenges where I've posted every single day for 30 days. And that's honestly 9 times out of 10, that's going to be more results than being intense. So be consistent. Start off small, start off with some small wins. For example, set yourself a goal of like 1 Twitter post, setting up your profile on IG, and IG stories too. If you don't want to post or you don't know what to post, just put things on your IG story. And what do you put on your IG story? Just document your life, what you're doing behind the scenes, what you're doing in real time. If you don't know what to post, again, look at my IG stories, okay? So start off small, set off small goals, and then go into big goals. So just start off with that, be consistent, and then watch the magic happen. Do like 30 days, 60 days of posting, and then see what happens. Again, we need to keep the goal in mind, which is to build our personal brand so that we have an advantage over other setters, over other closers. What it also helps with is it helps build connections. So as more and more people tune into your personal brand, naturally business owners, growth operators, other setters, other closers are going to be connected with you. And then in that case, you just be authentic. You just network naturally. Don't force anything. Don't be needy. Don't come in with a taking mindset. So especially if there's a business owner and they want to give you an offer, don't just come in and being all needy, wanting that offer, okay? Just like see how you can give value, and then that will come back to you tenfold, all right? So that in a nutshell is how I would build my personal brand from scratch. Because I know I have the advantage because I've been consistent with my YouTube and my personal brand over the last couple of years. But if I had to start from zero, this is what I'd do especially if you're a setter, if you're a closer in 2024. I know it's rough out there, but this is what I would do, guys. Just follow this. Be consistent. That's the most important thing. Just be consistent with it. Be likable, be charismatic, share your story, give some insights. And then, before you know it, offers will be coming to you instead of you having to go to them. All right? So let me know how that goes. Let me know if it helps. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, especially if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video.